All right. Look, folks, let me tell you about this movie Alien. Great flick, but let me level with you. Real scary, real dark. Lot of drippin' goop, space stuff, you know the thing. Director was Ridley Scott. Blade Running Man guy. Came out in 1979, back when the Star Wars was a thing, and I had already been a senator for 6 years. A beautiful time. Gas was 90 cents. Belushi was still alive, and I had leg hair so blonde the sun would bleach it. And the kids used to come up and... Anyways, that's not the point. Focus, Joe. So it starts off with a crew. Typical hard-working Americans. Well, technically space-working trucker folks. Probably MAGA types. I hate them already. But they're flying, Jack. Flying around in this big old rig called the Nostradamus. Yeah, that's Latin for we're screwed. Anyway, the Nostromo is a working-class space tug. Full of people just trying to do a hard day's work without getting eaten by a homicidal space iguana. Kind of like XPO in space. I love XPO, it's my favorite flavor of ice cream. But anyway, the crew gets this weird transmission from a spooky little moon called LV426. Sounds like my Wi-Fi password, or Elon's 50th kid.
Oh, good Lord!
The company, Wayland Yank Me, they pay these space truckers dirt. Bernie's right. Gotta tax the billionaires and trillionaires. Just not the millionaires. They're fine. But the big companies and corporations, they're cheap. Not like me, Jack. I gave the Hawaiians $700 after they lost everything in the fires. Hey, I'm Scranton Joe. So they make them land on this creepy rock, because they're corporate overlords at, Wayland, you tell me, they're like, hey, investigate this alien signal. Might be some coupons down there or something. Anyway, they land and investigate. They find what looks like a big old cave full of alien eggs. Now this is where I got questions. Because you got those big leathery eggs sitting there, just chilling out. One guy, Kane, played by Johnny Hurtcash, great actor. He leans in real close, too close, Jack, and wham! This face crab jumps on him faster than a liberal during the COVID mask mandate. I mean it. 1 minute he's breathing that spooky moon air, the next he's wrapped up like Fauci's Christmas turkey. And now, folks, here's where it gets weird. We're talking weirder than my face mask lines or Hunter's nickname for me in his phone. And I'm not just talking about the big guy this time.
Hey, that's fucked up.
So Kane's out cold like I was at the 1988 DC fundraiser after the all-you-can-eat shrimp platter. Or that time I fell off my bike standing still. Yikes. But he wakes up, and everyone's like, hey, he's fine. Sure, but if there's one thing you can trust, it's the health status of a man who just got throat hugged by a space crab. Zero common sense, folks. It's like Corn Pop always used to say, you don't shake hands with something that skips the first date and goes straight for your jugular. You marry her, Jack, and thank your lucky stars for the privilege.
Okay.
Now, cut to breakfast. Johnny Hurt's munching oatmeal, minding his own business like it's a fine Sunday in Scranton. Then blammo! His stomach starts doing a funky little dance, and the next thing you know, he's on the table screaming. And then this space lobster explodes out of his chest like it's late for a dentist appointment.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, that sounds like a metaphor for pregnancy. And you're right, sport. Except this baby's got teeth, claws, and a built-in murder instinct instead of a college savings plan. And here's the kicker. He's a man guy, a guy man, pregnant. Can you believe that, Jack? And in 1979, to boot. That's the kind of progressive gender stuff I tried to write into my executive orders. You remember, let men play women's sports, let frogs marry drones, the whole 9 yards. I guess this Scott Riddler fellow was ahead of the curve there. Or maybe it was just gas. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, poor Johnny Kane gives birth to a tapeworm with attitude, and it scuttles off to do some fatal hate crimes to the rest of the crew one by one.
No, 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 no. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
So this xenomorph alien, it's growing fast, like that granddaughter I refuse to acknowledge. I mean like the Orange Man's poll ratings.
Bruh.
I mean his history of criminal actions.
If you say so.
Anyway, 1 second it's a shrimp cocktail, then it sheds its skin and gets a facelift. And the next second it's 7 feet tall, got more teeth than an AOC BJ, and more slime than a Hillary BJ. And let me tell you, Jack, this alien thing, it's like if a Halloween decoration, a snake, and Jill's sex toy had a baby. Slippery son of a gun. Drools more than me during my afternoon nap. So yeah, malarkey monster. The crew's running around, Dallas, Parker, Lambert, all panicking, screaming gibberish. Like me when I yell, "True international effort to pressure!" And now it's crawling through the vents, taking folks out like it's a Doge intern with a pink slip printer for federal jobs. One guy gets his mind blown, but not in a good way, whilst another poor sap gets smoked in the air ducts. Faster than you could say, ask the autopan. You know, I once signed a bill I didn't even see with that thing. Woke up, CNN's like, President signs executive order making raccoons legal citizens, and I'm like, wow, that pen fella's a real wackadoodle. But what can I say? Guy was democratically elected. I take no responsibility. Same policy I applied to Hunter's laptop in the Burisma deal. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm not even gonna bother covering the scenes with the girl trucker, because it would give too much ammo to the MAGA folks. I mean, think about it. They'd have a field day with the female crew members out here getting harassed and molested by illegal aliens of color. No way, Jose. Speaking of hot 70s chicks, Ripley, by the way, she's the MVP. Tough as a $2 steak. Smart, capable, doesn't get distracted by... wow, it's hot in here, huh? My leg hair is turning blonde in the sun. Oh yeah, Ripley. So she's got the whole thing figured out. No nonsense. Strong lady. Not afraid to put a flamethrower where her feelings should be. I like that in a woman. Reminds me of Jill, except Jill's never had to fight a 7-foot violent black monster beast from hell. Closest she got to that was when Michelle burst into our room in the dead of night at the White House high on coke and pills. Then there's this robot fella in all this, Ash. And let me tell you, I know a thing or two about malfunctioning hardware, folks. So Ash is like Alexa's evil twin. Less social skills than the boss of Tesla. Turns out he's a corporate snitch programmed to protect the Xenomorph. You know, the undocumented migrant guy with extra drool. Well, he's been trying to keep it all secret so the MAGA folks don't deport it back to space. It's not his fault he's an illegal alien. A real shame. I'd have pardoned him. It's hard to get a job out in space, Venezuela. All he knows how to do is drive space trucks and stuff. Just like all I know how to do is lie to the American people. Wait, I meant never lie to the Schmerican people. You know the deal. Anyway, he goes full Terminator and tries to choke Ripley using a rolled-up magazine. What's this, better homes and strangulations? I mean, I've heard of shoving opinions down people's throat, but this is just crazy, folks. Damn! So now it all comes down to Ripley versus the Xenon Muffler. And believe it or not, Ripley's like, you know what? I've had it with this HR violation with teeth. She gets to the escape pod, strips down to her 70s space undies, kind of like Nancy used to do when the Capitol AC broke during a late-night vote. Whole chamber looked like Studio 54 with subpoenas. And she blasts that sucker into the cold vacuum of space like it's a classified document headed for the glove box of my Corvette. Wait, no, scratch that from the record. Listen, Robert, I'm Grandpa Joe. I'm old. I don't know what I'm saying. Jill can stand trial for me.
Nice try.
And that's Alien, folks. A harrowing tale about working people, corporate greed, and the dangers of putting your face too close to a mysterious moist egg. Trust me, I know. I'm an expert of having egg on my face. And oh, the cat. There's a cat too, Jonesy, just sitting there judging everyone, including the Zebramuffin. Survives the whole thing too, just like America, baby. Well, if the people elect Kamala this year, we can't let Trump win the 2005 25 selections. Hitler, Yahtzee, says he's America first but keeps dodging American-made bullets. He's a phony, folks, a real fraud. Yeah, mint chocolate chip, my favorite. Look, the message here is simple. If you see a creepy egg on a haunted moon, don't poke it, folks. And definitely don't smooch it, no matter how lonely you are. Stay in the ship. Eat your freeze-dried waffles. Call your mom. And always remember the advice from old Corn Pop. Ad-lib Corn Pop's advice and record the lines directly into the mic. Politely ask the viewers to like and subscribe. Raise arm when finished. Try not to poop again.
What must be what?